Hello everyone, welcome back to Rebels TV. We are here for the for Tottenham Hotspurs Match United preview, match night travel to England's capital, to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, to take on them in this. I think it's quite an important game in the Premier League. Last game before the final international break of 2025, and yeah, it's a 6 pointer pretty much because if we win this, then we'll be 3 points above Spurs. If they beat us, they'll be 3 points above us. So it's a very big game as well in the top four days. Um, we were going on a very good run. Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton. Uh, Unfortunately, it came to an end against Forest. But we felt, and the performance wasn't good at all, especially in the second half. But against Sean Dyche, it's never going to be easy. And I think away at Forest, it's not a draw, it's not a terrible result. But I think we should be trying to win tomorrow. It's important for Amram as well, in my opinion, because of how we lost in the Europa League final. And I know it's a different manager, but I still think it's important for him to win tomorrow. And we actually get a win against Spurs because we haven't in like 4 or 5 games. So yeah, here with Neil. So my thoughts on tomorrow's game.
I mean, firstly, we should discuss about Nottingham Forest game. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
firstly, then we should talk about the match reaction. But firstly, I mean, we could have won, but last line clearance as usual. Daichi football, disgusting Daichi football, and both of the goals they scored were corners. So fuck Nottingham
No, it was.
Forest.
No, I think no. I think one was from a corner, the other was open play. But it
No,
was a
it
cross.
was a corner. I mean, it's like not from direct corner, but open
Yeah,
play.
it was a cross. Yeah, cross.
That's what they're like set pieces. Congratulations, and before that, congratulations to Ruben Amorim and uh, Brandon Buemo winning Player of the Month and Player of the Manager of
Yeah,
the Month, respectively. Congratulations,
yeah.
after a very long time, very
Yeah.
very very long time. But I guess in that game, I mean, so many flaws in that game. Dalo continuously is starting. I don't know why. Luke Shaw continuously is starting. I don't know why. Aiden Evans should have started that game. In my opinion, he should have started that game. I think
Uh,
Lamos could have done with any of the crosses of the goals he conceded. Not his fault. Miscommunication and well, Casemiro. I guess the problem with Casemiro is I'm not blaming him, but if whenever I felt even substitutions also last game were very poor, very poor.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
They
mean,
were.
very poor. I mean, this is the inconsistency, and Amaran hasn't been good in away games, anyways.
I, w- yeah,
So yeah, you
yeah.
go on.
I was just saying on the substitutions as well. You need a goal, and Xerxes and Mino are not on the bench, are not coming off the bench. So like, what's the point of them being at a club
What's
if
the
not?
point of what's the point of keeping him on the bench then?
I know, and
Keep
like in Mino especially because I've heard Romano has said that in January West Ham are offering want Mino on loan and as a starter, as the main starter.
okay, he would leave. Bro,
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand, man. But like seriously, I guess he's a way better ball carrier than Casemiro Bruno in that position. Bruno may
yeah.
be Bruno may be a better player, but Manu is a better ball carrier and a better midfielder.
I think the main thing, one thing which Amarim values a lot is your engine, like how much distance you can cover. And one thing I will say, and I like Kobe Mainu, but he is not good at covering distance. But I don't think that's necessarily like if you look at a team like Barcelona, and they're obviously a very good team, and if you look at a player like Pedri, he's not really good at covering this distance either. But he's still one of the best midfielders in the world because he has other players around him to
Of
cover that
course,
weakness.
because he has
Um,
got look at the players he's playing with. Pedri,
yeah,
like he's playing with Gavi, De Jong, Casado. Look at the players he's playing with Femin because he knew he will track back. Like he will, like that's the like in this system Amblin plays. He has only got two midfielders. One either has to sit back and defend, and one has to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down continuously. And the problem with Bruno Fernandes also constantly gives the ball away, which makes us difficult in
yeah,
transition plays as well. Various time, even the Liverpool team as well. Also in the game against, also in the game against Brighton as well. But Brighton, he played well, but Brighton we all like. Brighton game, leave that apart. But I guess, seriously, man, Aiden Evans should have started this game
Yeah,
against the Nottingham Forest.
I think if you look at the midfield as well, I think when we were winning, what Amman did very well is that we had two midfielders, but then you'd have Dalo who would invert and be another midfielder, and then you'd have either Mason Mount or Mateus Cunha drop in and be that other midfielder. So we were good at like we had more men in the midfield, which is why we were getting wins. What happened against Forest was I think first half we were okay. I think it was decent, not too
Okay.
bad. But in the second half, Cunha got tired, so he couldn't drop in as much. And Dalo, I don't know why, but he was not inverting at all. He was staying out wide
You
for
know
the
the
whole
problem
game.
right now. The problem right now. The problem right. You know the problem. The problem
And
right
Dalo,
now is our left side.
yeah, I
Dorgu,
think,
Dorgu is very raw. Dorgu is
yeah,
very raw, and plus Dalo is not good enough, both in the right side. Okay, maybe we can rely on the right, but I still won't prefer him in the squad actually. Right now, in the squad, I won't
yeah.
prefer him, but let's see. Like
No, no,
I would prefer Malasia on that left side or Diego Leon. Play academy
uh,
players. Play
hon-
academy players.
honestly, I've actually heard Diego Leon because I know I talked to people who watched the academy and they've said that Leon's actually been very underwhelming in the academy because physically he's very good. Of course, he's very strong, but technically he has a lot to work on. Technically,
He's a new
uh,
player, so we
yes, yes,
I'm
yeah,
not.
yes, that's fine, but I don't think he's ready yet. And
And I
I
saw the
think
game against I forgot which EFL match which United under 21 lost. Jack Fletcher got the red card if I'm not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
And
Um,
Cheeto Obi Martin, I'm very disappointed with him. Like very selfish, very selfish,
yeah, lately
very.
it's not much, but yeah, I think for that left hand side, for now, I just start Dogu. In my opinion, I think he. Don't get me wrong, he is still very raw, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think he, I think he's been better than Dalo this season, and I still
He's
think
been at the right side. If Ahmad's not working or we have to rest Ahmad, then play
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
So
And
Mazraoui,
on and you also
yeah, yeah.
mentioned, so I was just saying, yeah, and mentioning Luke Shaw as well. I thought he was. I'm not the biggest fan of Luke Shaw, and I think when Martinez comes back, he should take Shaw's place. But I don't think he's been that bad in the past few games. He's not the long term solution, but I think he's been okay for the past few games. So, and I
But
think against yeah.
I still think Aiden Evan was better. Right in game.
It was a short cameo, but I think as Amram, he likes to manage his youth players very carefully. So I think, and that's understandable because you have obviously some players can be introducing youth players too quickly can become a big problem. So you have to be careful about things like that. So I
And
understand
also,
why.
I heard a certain 49 struggling at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I guess I would still have respect for Tevez. Not no respect. I mean, as a player, I will still have as a player for respect for Tevez, but not for Garnacho. Sorry,
As a
sorry.
footballer, he was a very good footballer, Tevez, but Garnacho,
Yeah,
yeah.
Garnacho was
Um,
more inconsistent.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, yeah, on the Forest game as well, I thought that one thing surprising thing I see, I think we're seeing how the evolution I think of football right now in terms of tactics because Sean Dyche, his team was pressing, like actively pressing, in both halves, and like
that was
uh,
actually a very surprising thing for
yeah,
me as well.
because and the thing is, I think it's because nowadays I think like like we call it haram ball, like the way Mourinho used to play and all that. But I don't think you can play actual haram ball in today's game because even if you look at Arsenal, people say they play haram ball and all, but they don't. They only in certain periods they're very compact, but in other periods they counterattack very quickly and they're very aggressive. They can transition very quickly from a defensive team to an offensive team, and we've seen it. I think unless the team is down to 10 men, I think haram ball is dead right now in football, and I think Sean Dyche showed it, and I think it shows how it's important for. I think recently Amarim has
I
become
won't be. Do you think Forest could win the Europa League under him?
no, I don't see it. I mean, this is a guy. His biggest achievement in his career is finishing eighth or
Seventh,
seventh with Burnley,
seventh,
seventh with
seventh.
Burnley. Yeah, but he's not a guy who will win your trophies. He's just not. in my opinion.
I mean,
But
the Nottingham Forest owner is like,
yeah, that's that
I'm
also.
sorry, I'm sorry, but I guess Tenag would, and Tenag, he could be back in management for Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax.
I
Yeah,
suppose.
I thought you were going to say Wolves, but no, he's not going to
No, no,
Wolves.
Wolves is no, no, no. He is not coming back to the Premier League.
No, yeah, but yeah, Ajax. Yeah, could be. But yeah, I think yeah, on the Forest game as well. I thought the second half performance it was very reminiscent of how we played before Sunderland. I think it was mainly because the midfield was so open because um,
Yeah,
and, and also it all stemmed from the midfield because I actually think Casemiro I think is actually good on the ball, but he gets tired very quickly. So when you get tired, then yeah, you make a lot of
stamina.
mistakes. Yeah, and Bruno, he's just not good at keeping the ball. So it just and then of course I said Delo for some reason was not inverting at all. Cunha was tired, so couldn't drop back. So we were left with two men in the midfield, which is why Forest was so much in control of the game. But you know what? I will say there were positives. I think that we to have the fight and to have the mentality to come back to it was good. We saw it against Liverpool as well when Gakpo scored. So
Mm.
kudos for that. And I mean, and fair play to Amar because I mean it was a wonder goal. It was a individual brilliance, but if you don't buy a lottery ticket, you won't ever win. So yes, fair enough to Amar. And yeah, I mean we could have won the game still. Well, even after all that, we could have won the game. So
But here ends by the legendary.
Murillo, yeah, I mean he's a good player. Let's be fair, but
He's a
yeah.
good player. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but
If, and also talking about forward players as well. I think Gibbs White, especially Elliot Anderson. For me, he was just the man of the match in that game. He was
what do
running
you
the.
think about the midfield future? Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baliba, or Adam Wharton?
I think ideally I would like two of them, but realistically, I would probably get one. If I had to choose one as of right now, I'd probably say Elliot Anderson.
But Forest 100 million for him.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to hope to get relegated. We have to hope.
Sorry?
Um, we have to hope to get relegated.
No, they won't get relegated. The Wolves will
Yeah,
get relegated.
yeah, I mean, which on that it's unlikely. So it'll be tough. But I mean, any of them will be expensive. So yeah, that's a issue. But yeah, I think with that we have kind of covered the Forest game. There was some ups, and some downs, but overall decent. It's not a terrible result to away against Sean Lights. So yeah, we'll take it. But let's hope that that was a one time thing. Let's hope tomorrow we have a better performance over the course of the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course, Spurs, of course, have actually been quite good this season. I will say though, we have played Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal, and Spurs have only played Chelsea and City, and we're on the same points. So I don't think they've had a very rough schedule, but still, I think they've had a good season so far. They've right now they're let me just check the Premier League table again. Right now they're sixth in the Premier League table. They have a higher goal difference than us by around eight. They have some quite good players. I mean, Van de Ven, that guy is ridiculous. He's been
He's
ridiculous.
fast. He's actually the fastest player in the Premier League right now.
No, genuine. Like, dude, uh, that goal he scored in the Champions League, it reminded me of Kurt Zuma all those years ago. But like,
Oh, yeah.
he actually scored. He scored that chance instead of Zuma who skied it
Yeah,
over.
Zuma, he did a solo run and he missed.
Yeah, but Van de Ven actually, it was a very good finish as well. He's the highest goal scorer this season, Van de Ven. Um, but yeah,
Also,
I will say though, I think in their attack, it's average, very average. I think apart from Kudus, I think they have very average
and
play.
another 0-0-10 in the squad.
Yes, Simons, yeah, he's been very underwhelming. In the midfield, I think Palhinha, he's been good. To be fair, I think he's been good.
And
Um,
I'm sorry, I sent you a reel saying Ahmad, like, tell Mathis tell over Ahmad. I'm sorry, Mathis tell. I mean, he has been very underwhelming. He may have got talent, but nah, he's not at all the same level as Ahmad. Come on.
no,
And
yeah.
okay, maybe. And Romero, and the reason he chose Romero over Delic, World Cup.
Yeah, but this season, Delay's been better.
Yeah, this season, but I guess overall it has to be Romero, and I
Maybe, yeah.
guess and left, and also the yeah, like. Right wing also Kudus. Kudu. Also striker also striker like
Sesko.
Kolomwani over Sesko.
Colomwani is not even a best striker. The Charleston's better than Colomwani.
Sorry.
He's not even a best striker. The Charleston, he's better than Colomwani.
Yeah, Richarlison is thousand times better than him. He's thousand times better than him.
Yeah. So yeah, I think yeah. So I
Better.
mean, over yeah. So and of course this of Thomas Frank is of course the new manager. They played some good football under him, but yeah. But and of course last time we played at Thomas Frank, I believe it was 4-3 away against Brentford. Poor results, but yeah, we have a very different squad right now, and Frank is at a new club, so anything can happen. And yeah, I'm very looking forward to see how we play tomorrow. I think it'll be some. I think it'll be very back and forth. I think
I
it could be.
just realized
Hmm.
when Thomas Frank took charge of Spurs, Daniel Levy resigned. So maybe Thomas Frank effect. He's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but
He's
I
a good
guess
coach.
sometimes he also plays haram ball. Sometimes,
Yeah, I mean, if it gets you wins, then I think it's fine. If it gets you wins,
but and
yeah.
also seriously, man. I expected so much better from the Spurs from this season. Spurs, like with Simons, Kudus. I
Yeah,
mean West Ham. West Ham fans they themselves said if Kudus went to United, we would have been fine. If he went to City, we would have been fine. But why Spurs of all teams?
yeah. I think Kudus. He's been the only good signing so far. All the others have struggled a lot. But yeah, I think looking to 11 tomorrow, Lamont. By the way, for PFA fans, Premier League Player of the Month, he's been nominated, Sané Lamont, which is unbelievable for a goalkeeper. So kudos to him.
Sure,
I think,
sure.
and then I think it'll be the same back three we've seen. It'll be Lucio,
Luka,
Lit, and
and Euro.
yeah. In the field, I think it will be Casemiro, Bruno.
Bruno Casemiro. Yeah.
Wing backs, I think yeah, Ahmad of course will be here, and then sorry, uh,
What the hell? It's
okay,
like Ahmad, right? Only Ahmad, right? Ahmad. Only right Ahmad.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Left wing back. I hope it's Dogu. I'll put him in. I hope it's Dogu because Dalo
If
was
Dalo is starting, I'm sorry, we are dead.
yeah. I mean, Kudus versus Dalo. Oh my god. Uh, um, wingers. Yeah, I think it'll be the same front three. I think it'll be Mbumo, Cunha. Though I will say Mason Mount had a knock against Forest, so he might be fit. He probably will be fully fit for this game. So Mount might play. I won't be surprised at all. Actually, against the Big Six, Amram is actually he normally drop Sesko, put Cunha here, and then play Mount here. So he could do that. I won't be surprised at all.
Yeah.
If he did
Actually,
that.
yeah, I also won't be surprised, to be honest with you.
They have. For me, it doesn't matter. I'd be fine with either. It just needs us. We just need to get a win tomorrow. So
We just need to win tomorrow. If we don't, then dead.
I think a draw wouldn't be too bad, but like it'd be very good to end the international break on a win, of course. So yeah, I suppose. Well, actually, since you sent me that reel. I mean, we can try to we can do our own 11, combined 11. I think because of course, this
Okay.
is not like because it's just we're not playing Liverpool, we're playing Spurs, so it's more realistic to do a combined 11. I think this season
Vicario.
in goal, I'd say Sen Lamons in goal this season.
Bro, I think Vicario actually. Because Lamon's
Really?
okay, I agree it's Lam. I agree it's Lam. I don't want to be biased, to be honest with you. It actually Vicario.
But has he been that good this season?
Yeah, he has
I
been
don't
good
even.
though, man. He has been good.
Okay, fine. I'll say okay, cardio. I think the centre backs Van der Ven and Billet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this season, yeah. Based on this season, yeah.
yeah. Fullbacks, yeah, Spurs take it again. Spence um, and Porto. Um, in midfield, I'd say Palhinha, Casemiro, and Bruno.
Yeah, Casemiro. Yeah, agreed.
Then front three, I think I'd say this season, Kudus over Cunha. So far
No,
this season.
how can no. So seriously,
Really? Because I think on Cunha as well, he was injured for a few weeks. I feel like we didn't see the best of Mateus Cunha until the Liverpool game. Since then, he's been at his best. But I feel like
yeah,
before
maybe.
then,
Okay, Kudus and Boemo and who? Seshko?
Sesko. Yeah,
Because he's injured, I guess. Yeah, this Richarlison is injured, right?
yeah. So one, two, three, four, five United players. I think that's fair considering that they're above us in the league table. So that's fair, I guess. But yeah, quite yeah, very intrigued to see how we do tomorrow. I believe we had a game. Is that wait, I'll check the time for you. Sorry,
What's the
yeah,
time
in tomorrow 5 p.m. So tomorrow 5:30 p.m. for you. The game is
in
tomorrow.
India? Okay. No, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, 5:30. Oh, yeah, I won't be problem. Yeah.
yeah, alright. So yeah, so have been a good time for me as well. So yeah, think we'll end it off there. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll post notifications to notify when we upload the next video. And yeah, see you guys in the watch along that we do tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Peace.